Hello and welcome to Boardgame TV. It's Fantasy Friday, and we're continuing on with our Pathfinder Rise of the Runelords. And we're starting a new scenario adventures pack 2, the Skin Saw Murders. And this is one of my favorite adventure scenarios for this game. This one and the next one I think are really good. A lot of undead, a lot of crazy, evil stuff. It has really a horror feel to it, which I did not expect with this. I thought it was more like the first adventure, or or the prelude adventure, more fantasy type thing, that kind of stuff. But this is really starting to delve into horror area. Cannibal ogres, kind of like rednecks from Chainsaw Massacre. You have zombies, and it's just really good, and I really like it. And so I'm happy to get started on it. But it's basically the dead stalk the streets of Sandpoint. The bloody trail leads to places of ravenous undead and the haunted halls of Foxglove Manor. Behind this bloody spree is the Skinsaw Man, a ghoulish murderer backed by the merciless Skinsaw cult, the same sinister allies who backed Nulia. Pursuing the fiends of the city of Magmar reveals the dark goals of these evil-minded fanatics and their mysterious leader, an angel hidden amid the dizzying heights of the towering shadow clock. And we have 5 adventures. It's going to be Undead or Uprising, one we're doing now, Crowbait, Foul Misgivings, the Cult Exposed, Angel in the Tower. When we complete all these, each one of us will gain a card feat. And let's look at Undead Uprising. The dead are rising from their graves to terrorize the people of Sandpoint. Marks of their shuffling passage lead back to several ruins and the lonely sanatorium of Dr. Habe. Find out who's behind this foul necromancer who put an end to this sinister plot. Alright, and it says, during the scenario, when you defeat a zombie minion henchman from a location deck, randomly select an open location and shuffle the zombie minion into that deck. Okay, and then we'll gain a power feat when we defeat the scenario. I've already put down my first blessing. These are our locations. Habe Sanitarium, the general store, the village house, the mill, and the old light. And now I want to let you know that we've taken out all the B cards in these decks. So now we just have 1 and 2 cards. So things are going to start to progress a little tougher. And let's go ahead and decide where Kyra wants to go. Let's see. That's a good wisdom. But I don't have any weapons to start her off. I didn't draw any good weapons. So I want to go where there's not much monsters. I guess I'll send him to the village house. Okay, he's going to go there for his first turn. And it says, when attempting to check and acquire an ally, you may instead recharge a card to automatically acquire the ally. And we have Cloak of Elven Kind. And that's going to be dexterity or stealth. Well, I can get a dexterity of 5. I do have a 1d4 plus 1. I got to get it right on the dot here. I did. I got it on the dot. 4 plus 1 is 5. So I'll take that. And you know what? We'll discard our guide and explore again. And we have a merchant. That's Charisma Diplomacy 7. There's no way I get that. So that's not going to happen. I can recharge a card to get that thing. Discard this card to give a card to a character at any location. That actually might be helpful. Let's see. You may instead recharge a card to automatically. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to recharge this Cloak of Elven Kind that I just got. And I'm going to acquire the merchant. And we're going to keep exploring. We're going to play a blessing here. And we have a shopkeeper's daughter. A barrier. Yeah, that's a barrier, alright. God, look at that. Alright, so we gotta do a wisdom here. Alright, let's see here. We got to get a wisdom 8. Wow. Well, it's going to take a lot to get past those. I guess I'll have to... I don't have a... I guess I'll discard this blessing and roll 2 d12s to try and get past those shopkeeper daughter's wiles there. 4 and a 10. Okay, so we got past that. And you know what? Let's explore again. Let's keep going. Oh, wow, the villain. Holy cow. Before the encounter, each character at this location must summon and encounter a zombie minion henchman. Yeesh. And I have no weapons. So let me find a zombie minion here. No weapons. That's great. Alright. Let's see what this says. The zombie minion is immune to mental. Damage dealt by the zombie minion is reduced by... Alright. Well, I'm going to have to use my strength. It has a 9. And I'm going to have to add this blessing of Lamatsu. And... yeah. Now, I'm going to keep the blessing. I'm just going to have to try... well, I don't think I can. Let's see, a d6 plus 1. I got to roll a 6 on a 6-sided die to beat this guy. And I did not. So, I only rolled a 2. So that's, wow, that's 7 damage. But it reduced by half is going to be 4 damage. And I can discard this to reduce my damage by 4. So the zombie minion I did not beat. And that's pretty much it. So let me shuffle him back in. Alright, so we know our villains at the village house. Let's do our blessing. Let's have Valeros here. He has some weapons, so he's good to go. Add 2 to your checks with a slashing trait. Boy, he doesn't have any good slashing traits yet. Use the fire trait. Oh, that's the old light. Succeed at intelligence. Succeed at dexterity. Is he good at dexterity? He's okay at dexterity. Banish a card from your hand. I want to send him to the general store. If during an exploration you encounter anything other than armor, item, or weapon, after the exploration you may reveal a card to explore again. Okay. So we have a dog slicer plus 1. Well, I like to have that because I have a dog slicer. I'd like to have a plus 1. It's a strength. So let's roll. 7. My 7 plus 2 is going to be 7 plus 3. I'm sorry, is 10. So I obtain that. It's good. Let's keep going. I'm gonna spend this blessing. I'm gonna spend this soldier. And we're going to keep going. Cloak of Elven Kind. Well, that's his dexterity stealth. I have a dexterity d8. That's possible. 5. Okay, I obtained that. Now let's play this blessing and we're going to keep going. Alright, here's a monster here. Before an encounter, succeed at a wisdom or perception 6 check. Well, my wisdom, there's no way I can do that. So, I'm going to have to bury one random card from my hand. Let's hope it's not the dog slicer that I just got. And it's going to be... the old dog slicer. Well, that's good. Let's bury that. I don't care for that. I got a better one now anyways. And let's beat this guy. Okay, so I'll use the short sword. Or a dog slicer here. For strength melee, 1 die 6. 10 and a 6. We need 8. And we do that. So we beat this guy. And I can explore again because he's not an armor. And we have an ally here. And I can explore again if I don't get him. Or even if I get him. Charisma Diplomacy 4. Okay, well that's a D6. 4 plus 2, so I get this guy. And he's an ally, so I actually can keep going. Oh, zombie minion. Here we go. When you defeat a zombie minion, henchman from a randomly select an open location and shuffle the zombie minion into that deck. Okay, so he's going to go into a different deck, but let's see here. First I got to beat this guy at a 9. I'm going to do my dog slicer again. Okay, 5 and 2 is 7, but you know my strength melee is 3, so that beats him. Okay, so we're going to put him in another location, and I can banish a card from my hand to close this location. Random. And I'll get rid of the Cloak of Elvenkind. He's not really got the use for it, so we'll get rid of that for him. So we'll banish that. And then it says on closing, add 1d6 random items to this location, then automatically acquire the top card. We're going to acquire 2 random items. Right, come on here, we got this thing and this thing. And then we're going to shuffle them in, and I'm going to acquire the top card. And hope it's a good one. And it is a Wand of Shield. Alright, so this location has now closed. And let's see, we got 4 locations, so I'm going to roll a 4-sider and put the zombie minion in one of them. 3. He's going to the mill. So we shuffle him there. Alright, next turn here, we just try our blessing. Ezran here. He's good at intelligence, so let's send him to the old light. Let's see what we get. Enfeeble. Okay, we can try to get that. Rolls a d12. Well, he got it, no problem. Okay, we're going to use Detect Magic. We're going to go ahead and discard that. And it's going to let me look at the top card of location. And if it's a blessing or a magic, I automatically encounter it. It is not. There we go. So we know it's this goblin. And I'm going to spin my toad. And we're going to explore. And we know it's this guy here. And we have to do a Wisdom 8. Or you may not play spells with the attack trait or weapons. Well, that is horrible. Oh man, that's terrible, because I would get my butt kicked. Well, I'm probably going to get... If I don't pass that wisdom, then I'm in trouble. Let's see. You may not play spell. Yeah? Shoot. Alright, I have an 8 plus 1. I got to get a 7 or an 8. Ah, I got it. Alright, a 7. That's a plus 1 is 8, so I can use whatever I need to use. And let's see here. Let us use our Acid Arrow, which let me use my Arcane plus 2d4. Alright, that's 11 right off the bat. So we beat that guy. Alright. Alright, let me see if I can succeed in an Arcane check to recharge that. I can, so the Acid Arrow can go back into my deck. And I need to succeed at an Intelligence 6 check to close this location. 4, but I have a plus 2 is 6. So I do close this location. Alright, the old light is done. And that's 2 locations down. So that's our next turn. We know Ezra's Kyra's probably not going to stay there. We'll probably send him over here to the sanitarium to give him some cards. Okay, now he finally has a weapon. So we're going to send him here. And it says at the start of your turn, attempt a Wisdom 6 check. If you succeeded, draw a random card from your discard pile. If you fail, discard the top card of your deck. Well, that was not the start of my turn. My start of my turn was here, so we don't have to do that this turn. So let's go here. And we have a speed spell. Intelligence, Arcane, Wisdom, Divine. Oh, wow, that was a total fail. So, okay. Let's keep going though. Play a blessing. We have a goblin dog here. And we have our flaming mace. So let's do that. Reveal our strength melee plus 1d8 plus 4. Alright, we have 2d8s. I'm sorry, one of them's going to be a d6. Alright, and let's see here. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6. And then we have 7, 8. We were 1 short. I will recharge this card to reduce the combat damage by 1. As I rolled a 1 on that die, man, that was a terrible roll. And so the goblin dog is undefeated, but however, we'll shuffle him back in. And we're going to play a blessing and continue to explore. Let's explore again. And this time it's a carrion storm. It's immune to mental and poison traits. Okay. Combat 12 or Divine 8. Okay, well. Let's do it. Okay, well. We're going to beat him in combat. I have an 11 there. So we beat the carrion storm. No problem. And that's going to be the end of his turn. So let's do this here. Let's see, let's have Valeros come here. He's going to help him out. Valeros has all his cards, so let's see what he's going to do. And again, it's not the start of our turn, so we don't have to do any of that. Chime of Unlocking. Well, we have a Dexterity or Disable 8. I can get it, but it's going to be tough. No. Okay, so that's it. Banish his card. No. Alright, well that's going to be it for him. Let's do Ezrin. He's going to go to the mill. And he's going to draw 1, 2 cards. And let's see what happens at the mill. Add 2 to your checks with a slashing trait. Well, I don't have any of that. Blessing of Abadar. Dexterity, no. Wisdom, Divine, 8. Well, we'll use the 8. Okay, well, we get it. Alright. And we will go ahead and discard to keep going. Oh, here's a henchman. Pidget Tergelson. Combat of 10. Before the encounter, examine the top card of the Blessings discard pile. If the card is Blessing of the Gods, it is, the difficulty to beat Pidget is increased by 3. And that's going up to 13. Before or after the encounter, you may banish a weapon with the slashing trait to banish Pidget. No. Well, I don't have that, so it's going to be a 13 to beat this guy. I guess I'll use Scorching Ray. I get 2d6s and my Arcane die. Oh, what a terrible roll. Oh, man. Well, okay, let's see. 2 1s. How terrible is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's just going to... I might have to banish this to reduce all damage to me to 0. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I have to banish it. So let's banish that. And this guy is, dog, man, having some trouble rolling today. And now I have to see if I can keep my Scorching Ray. No. So it stays there. Alright. That's the end of his turn. Okay, Kyra's there. Let's give Kyra some cards. Okay, he's going to explore. I got the Goblin Dog again. Alright. He's going to use his Flaming Mace. 1d8. And my Strength. And plus 1 die 4 because Valeros is there. Okay, that's better, so we beat that guy. Oh, at the start of my turn, I forgot to do that. We have to do a Wisdom check. Okay. Let's do a Wisdom check. He passes. If you succeed, draw a random card from your discard pile. Okay. That's fine. So this would go there. Alright. Alright, so we'll play a Blessing here. We're going to keep exploring. We find this Consecration. Wisdom Divine 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. We get it. Okay. And we will use a Blessing here, and we're going to keep going. Potion of Ruggedness. Intelligence Craft 6. Well, we got it to 6. No. Alright, so we don't make it. That'll be the end of his turn. Okay, Valeros here's got to do a Wisdom check. His Wisdom is a D4 plus 1. He will not make it. So, he has to discard the top card of his deck, which is going to be a Crowbar. Okay, that's not that bad. Let's explore. Alright, we have an ally here. Charisma Diplomacy 6. Okay, well, we'll try. And we get this guy. Okay. And that's it for him. Okay, Ezrin here is still at the mill. Let's grab a couple cards. And let's explore. And we find this cut purse again. Okay. Alright, we have to succeed at a Wisdom check here. 5. And I get a plus 1, so yes, we made it. Not to burn anything. Looks like I'm fighting this guy with my quarterstaff. So I use my Strength, which is a 6. I get 3d6s. So let me get 3d6s. 4, 5, 6, and I lose. God, man, I'm rolling terrible. Okay. I couldn't beat this guy. This guy was an 8. I will recharge this and discard this. And this cut purse is going back in the deck. Okay, I don't know what the deal is with all these 1s here, but I'm getting sick of it. So let's stop these 1s being rolled. Kyra is going to explore. We have to do his Wisdom Perception. He passes, so it's fine. So he can get a top card from his discard pile. Put it back in. Alright, let's go. Okay, Dr. Habe. He's a henchman. Before the encounter, examine this location deck until you find a Bane. Encounter it, then shuffle Dr. Habe into this location deck. If there are no Banes in the deck, shuffle it. Dr. Habe is defeated. Well, there's 2 cards. And we do have a Bane. So we'll put this guy back in here. And we have to encounter this Bane. It's a Goblin Pyro. And he's going to deal me 1 damage no matter what. That's fine. Let's use my Flaming Mace. Alright, 6 plus 1 is 8. 7 plus 1 is 8. because I have my mace +1, so we'll beat it. He's going to do 1 damage to me. I'll take. We'll discard that one. Alright, now we're going to go again. We're going to play our blessing, and we're going to encounter this guy right here. Dexterity, charisma, diplomacy, intelligence, knowledge. Charisma D6, intelligence D6, intelligence D6. There's no way I can acquire this guy. So, and that's going to be, we're going to use her. We're going to go ahead and explore. And we have Dr. Habe, and it says if there are no Banes in the deck, he's defeated. Then you may examine the top 3 cards of a location deck. Wow. Okay, so we automatically close this location. And it says on closing, you may shuffle 1d4 minus 1 random card from your discard pile into your deck. 2 minus 1. I always roll crap on those. Okay. Alright, put that there. And I can look at the top 3 cards of another location. Okay, let's do the mill. Well, that's not too bad. Okay. And that's going to be the end of his turn. It's Valeros' turn. And Valeros has to do his wisdom check, which he's not going to make. So he has to discard the top card of his deck. And then he will go here to the mill. And he's going to explore. And he finds a sickle. Strength or melee 10. Where's the 10-sided die? Here we go. No, doesn't get it. Okay, I'm going to discard a card, and that's going to be it for him. Ezran's going to go. He's going to explore. Falling Bell. Each character at this location encounters this barrier. If a character succeeds at a wisdom or perception 10 check, the difficulty of this check to defeat the barrier is decreased by 4. Okay, let's start with him. There's no way I can do this. I do have Thieves' Tools though. Discard this card whose highest difficulty defeat is 11. Okay, so he can defeat that. It deals 1 combat damage dealt to her. If a character defeats the barrier, it deals 1 combat damage. Okay, that's fine. I'll take 1 in the Alkalite. Okay, he has to do it, and he's not going to be able to do it either, so he's going to deal 1d4 plus 1 damage. Of course, I always roll high on those, so 5 damage. Bury this card to reduce it to 3. Recharge. 2, so I only have to take 1 damage. It's fine. And that is done with. And that's the end of his turn. So Chiron will go, and Chiron's got to make his wisdom check. Wisdom 7, he does. Yeah. So I can take 1 hand card from my discard pile. Alright, and take 2 more cards here. And we're going to move him here as well. And we're going to get Deathbane's Shield. Constitution Fortitude 6. Now, that's possible. No. Okay, that's the end of his turn. Valeros will go. And he encounters an Attic Whisperer. Before the encounter, each character relocation must exceed a Wisdom 4 check or be dealt 1 mental damage, which may not be reduced. Players must choose a blessing to discard as their damage if they have any. Okay. Let's start with Kyra. He has to do a Wisdom 4. It shouldn't be too hard for him. He passes. Valeros has a Wisdom 4B1. Ah, he got it. That's good. And he has a D8. And he passes. Alright, so everybody passed that. Let's beat this Attic Whisperer here. Combat 10. We'll use our dog slicer. Alright, 7 plus 1 is 8. Plus 3, 11. We beat it. So that's good. And he's going to play a blessing and explore again. And we have Ring of Protection. It's Constitution Fortitude 5. We have a D8 on that. We don't get it though. Okay. Well, that's the end of his turn. It's Ezran's turn. He's going to explore. Goblin Raid. Each character at an open location summons and encounters a Goblin Raider henchman. Banish this card. Alright. This has been a hard mission here. Okay, first we'll do the guy who's actually there. And we'll do Force Missile. We'll do our Arcane plus 2d4. And we beat that. And let me see if I can recharge it. 3. No, I cannot. That's one short. Okay, Chiron's got to fight it. He's going to use his Flaming Mace. Okay. 3 plus 2 plus 1. 3 plus 3 is 6. Plus 2 is 8, so he beats it. And Valeros here is going to use the Dog Slicer. 7 plus 3, he beats it. So the Goblin Raider's been beaten. Okay. Ezran here will use his Sage, and he will explore again. Grizzled Mercenary here, Charisma Diplomacy 6. No, doesn't get it. Okay, and that'll be the end of his turn. Alright, Kyra's turn. Let's see what he finds. A Goblin Cut Purse. Before the encounter, succeed a Wisdom Perception 6 check, or bury one card from your hand. He does. And we're going to use, of course, our Flaming Mace. And we beat him. Okay. Valeros. He will explore. And we find a zombie minion. Alright. And we can try to close this location. Let's use our Dog Slicer. We need a 9 or better. We got a 10. We beat it. We have to succeed at a dexterity or acrobatics check. It's fine. And this henchman, we'll get to ignore. We get to, yeah, we get to avoid this guy. Because we had 2 henchmen there. So, he's going to go over here, I guess. The zombie minion's actually going to go over here. So, ugh. Alright, succeed at a dexterity or aerobics check. Let's do this. We have a D8. We need an 8. We'll play this blessing, and we'll get to roll 2 D8s. Alright, we got a 9. So there we go. But this location is closed. And so now the village house is all monsters and stuff. And we just hope we can find the villain. First. Okay, it's Ezran's turn. Alright. We're going to bury this card and draw a human ally from the box. let's see here. It's going to be. Well, that's an item. I don't know why I did that. Ally, ally. This guy right here. Okay. Well, let's explore. And we have a Blessing of Lamatsu. Intelligence we should get. We do. I think I will play that blessing. No, you know what? Let's take it. We're going to banish him, and we're going to return an ally from my discard pile to my hand. Okay. Then we'll play the Sage, and we're going to explore again. And we have a Consecration spell, and this is a Wisdom Divine. We need a D8. And we get it. Look at that. Okay. Ah, boy. We're going to play this blessing. We're going to explore again. And we have a Goblin War Chanter. Shoot. Succeed at a Wisdom 8. We did it. So we can play spells. And I'll use Acid Arrow. Gives me 2d4. Plus another 4 because Valeros is there. And yeah, that's good enough. So we beat this guy. And will I keep Acid Arrow? Yes, I will. I will recharge it. And that will be the end of his turn. It's Kyron's turn. I'm sorry. Well, you know what? Valeros wasn't there. He was at the mill. But I still would have beat the guy anyways. I had 7, so just with that alone. So, Kyra's going to go. Let's see what he explores. A Merchant. Charisma Diplomacy 7. There's no way I can get that. So that's going to be the end of his turn. Valeros will go. We're moving him here. And he finds a zombie minion. Combat of 9. We're going to use our Dog Slicer. Our trusty Dog Slicer to try to beat this guy. We do. He's went to his open location. So now what's going to happen is I can just pull the villain out. And here's our villain. Again, before the encounter, each must summon and encounter a zombie minion henchman. Okay, so let's do that. Valeros again is going to counter at 11, so he beats 1. Kyra has got his flaming mace. And since Valeros is there, shit. 4 plus 3 is 7. 8, 9. That's good enough. As bad a roll as that was good enough. Okay, and this guy I'll use Lightning Touch is Arcane and 2d4. Plus another 4 since Valeros is there. And we beat it, no problem. Alright, so now Valeros has got to try to fight this guy, and it's a combat of 14. Okay, we'll just go ahead and give it all we got. We will use our Dog Slicer plus 1. We'll use our melee. We'll get 2d6s. So let's see what we get. Alright. That's not a good roll. Okay, so I have 6, 7, 10, 12, 15. That is just good enough to beat this guy. So, after you make the roll 1d6. I want to start to check over. Oh man, I have to do that? Alright, let's see. No, I do not. So I don't have to start the check over. We beat this guy. Hip hip hooray. Alright, so apparently there was something going on, and we beat Undead Uprising, and we're going to gain a power feat, everybody. Well, alright, so okay, so this had a creepy sanitarium and some creepy doctors and some zombies. The next one will be crowbait, so it's going to get even weirder. So I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, I hope to see you. Have fun.